In this video, I'll be demonstrating about the useful technique for the developers, which is how to create a dynamic dropdown or a dynamic name ranges. So let's go for the live example actually. I have listed a largest software company list in the world, so which is starting from row number 10 to all the way to row number 18. So there might be a scenario you may have a possibility to add the other companies on the bottom, and you need to build a dynamic dropdown that should pick up the entire list and that should capture the last row from the beginning. So actually you can use the same name ranges concept that should automatically pick up the entire range till the last row from the beginning. So how we can achieve this? So for this we need two formulas. One is offset and then another one is count A, and here I have explained how you can use this offset effectively and in a plain simple English. And you can see these are the parameters. So once you started the offset formula, first thing is where you need to start, and then how many number of rows you need to move, and then how many number of columns you need to move, and then the other two fields, which is height and width, which is optional fields. And then similarly like count A, which will calculate irrespective of numeric and text. So it will show you, it will just ignore the blanks and then tell you like how many what is the count of entire thing including numeric and text. So first we will start with the offset. Just I'm using the offset now, so you can watch it carefully. So offset, so the technique is as soon as you type OFF and then press tab on your keyboard, then as I told already where to start. So I am going to start with row number 10, and here is a very useful tip for you. So as soon as you selected the row, press F4 on your keyboard to lock the cell. So it is actually like when you copy down the formula or when you move the formula to next cell, the cell reference won't run away. So for this, press F4 on your keyboard, and then immediately you can notice that the dollar symbol is added in front of the numeric and in front of the alphabet, right? And then press comma on your keyboard, and then it is asking what is the row number. Actually I don't want to go anywhere. And then similarly for column, I don't want to go anywhere. Just ignore height and width for this moment, and then press enter on your keyboard. So it will display Microsoft because we have not done anything, we have just pointed out to this first reference. In the similar way, what we are going to do is we are going to calculate the count A, right? And then you can see the little tooltip text which is indicating it will calculate numeric and text. So where do you want to actually do? From row number 10 to 18, and then as I already told you, just delete this step and then press F4 on your keyboard, and then you can see like it is locking the cells, so which will be really useful when you work on a large applications. And then press enter on your keyboard. So this will display how many records is added. So if there is a number in between, it will tell you the same, like there is the count is 9, right? Let's make it as bold. Alright, so 9. So what we are going to do is exactly, so we are going to use this two formula to build up the dynamic name range. So how we are going to achieve this? Exactly the same way, equal to offset, and then the first reference will be row number 10, and press F4 on your keyboard, and comma 0, and then comma the column number, that is we don't want to move anywhere, so again it is a 0. And here you need to be very careful. So as I already told you, we want the height to build a dynamic dropdown, right? So to calculate the height, what we are going to do is we are going to use the count A formula as a height here. So count A, and then so here you need to watch carefully. So my starting row is row number 10, and I might go up to row number 25 or 24. Let's say it is 24, and then press F4 on your keyboard, right? So we have locked everything, and so I have completed my height. So you know the answer for this, because currently the count A will return 9 as the answer. So in case if you add something, so it will return example if I add something on row number 19, so that will tell you the total number of count will be 10, right? So that is the height which we are going to use it inside the offset formula, and then the width will be normally 1. You can use it as 1 because we are not increasing the list, we have only one column. So press enter on your keyboard, and then you can see immediately it has been written Symantec. So it might be this is a really weird thing. So how you can know what is happening in this formula? So for that there is other technique, that tip which I can show you. Click on this formulas menu, and then double click on this cell, and then you can see the options calculate now, or you can press F9 on your keyboard. So if you did this, you can see here so the range has actually calculated. It is returning starting from Microsoft to all the way to AMDES IT group, right? So press escape on your keyboard again. So let's go back and then add another company on row number 19, which is Intuit, right? So again go back here and then edit the cell, press F2 on your keyboard, or just click on the formula bar and then click on calculate now. You can see immediately the Intuit has been added automatically on the formula. So in the similar way, let's try one more thing, which is the final thing, Google, right? And then go back to the cell again and then press F2 on your keyboard, or just edit the cell and then press calculate now, right? So Google is added at the last. So we have set the range of count A, which is still till up to A24, which is the name range, the count A, the end range. So in a similar way, you can normally use we want the entire A column, or it's up to you, depends on the requirement, right? So we have done this part. So how we are going to make this as a dynamic name range first? So copy this formula actually. Oh, I apologize for that. This calculate now is completely done. Let's undo this. Then you can see the formula here. Yes. And then what if you have calculate now? Yes, right. So just copy this formula, entire formula, right? Copy, and then let's say just click on somewhere on the cell and then go to formulas menu, define name, right? And then make it as software list, software companies. Let's make it as software companies, and then on the refers to, just paste this formula here and then press OK. That's it, right? So now go back to name manager, and then you can see software companies here, and just click on this one, and you can see it will take up to the last entry of the numeric or the alphabet, right? So example, if I add one more company on the bottom, Intel, right? And then go back to name manager and then select on software companies, and then you can see it is automatically taking till Intel, right? So we are now done with dynamic name ranges, and then we are going to do the same thing exactly for the dynamic drop down as well. Just copy the formula and then just click on somewhere. So example, you want to build the dynamic drop down here. So for that, go to the easy way to build the drop down is go to data menu, and then you can see here data validation. Click on this data validation and click on the list. So here you are going to paste the same formula, exact same formula, and then press OK on your keyboard. That's it, we have done now. And then if you press this tiny little icon, you can see all the way starting from the Microsoft till the Intel, so it will be added automatically. So if you add one more company, like what is the other company name? Okay, let's say it as Dell. I apologize, it might be a hardware company, though Intel as well, but this is just for a test purpose. And then if you press the tiny little drop down icon, you can see Dell is added on the bottom. So that's it guys for this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel.